Hi everybody, I am Sally Farrell. I am one of the team leads for the Farrell team at eXp Realty. And I am making this video because I just wanted to answer some questions. People have been talking to me about eXp quite a bit, asking me questions. And there seems to be a lot of misinformation out there. So I just wanted to sort of set the record straight, start from the beginning, kind of just go through the model. And if you have any questions, please get in touch. So just to start, the eXp started about 2009 here in Bellingham, Washington. Our founder is Glenn Sanford. Glenn had a background in real estate. He was only in real estate for about 7 years when he started eXp, but he came with a background in technology, in internet sales and marketing. And he brought that information and that knowledge base to his business, and he did a phenomenal business. One of the things he saw that he wanted to correct in the business, a couple of different things. One of them was that brokerages were spending way too much money and resources on buildings and staff and all that sort of thing. That money he thought could be better served to give back to the agents, because we are the ones that really build the brokerages. And so he wanted to figure out a way that he could create a model that was virtual and give back to his agents. So that's why he came up with this model, this eXp model. So as you can see, we won the 2021 Inman Innovative Brokerage Award. And that's a very exciting award. We've won many awards over the years. And because of the innovation and because of the exciting opportunities that are afforded to agents at eXp, our growth has been exponential. When I started in 2016, I was number 870, I think is my number. And now, 6 years later, there are 67,000 agents at eXp. And we are in 17 different countries. Almost all of those countries joined eXp during the pandemic because we are virtual and we can do that. And so we are just expected to continue this rapid growth for the foreseeable future. So a few years back, because of this growth was happening so quickly, we really wanted to create some core values so that every time the company made decisions about what to do, how to move forward, we had a base core values, set of core values that we weighed all of the decisions against. So these are the 9 core values. My favorite one is fun, and they have certainly made it fun. The other thing that we've done is to create an advisory board, an agent advisory board, to advise the leadership and advise the board of directors on what would be the best moves for the agents. Because if everything works for the agents, then of course it's going to work for the clients, because that's our first concern, right? So we have the core values, the agent advisory council, and because we are a virtual world, and I'll just stop right here and say, as I said, we started right here in Bellingham. When people come to Bellingham, they want to know where our corporate office is. We don't have a corporate office. It's a waste of money. We all work in the cloud. We all collaborate together in the cloud, in our cloud environment. So anyway, so we have, because of that, because we are in a virtual world and we don't have brick and mortar, because we have an agent advisory council, and because we have these core values that we weigh everything against, we can really change things quickly. If something's not working for the agents, they can change it. So that's one of the things I think has been the most exciting to see at eXp, is that ability to adapt and change to the different things that are happening. I mean, case in point, the COVID, we did not miss a beat with that. We just kept on rolling because we didn't have to shut anything down. We just kept going. So we're nimble. That's not one of our core values, I don't think, but we are. One of the other things we do that's different is that instead of having franchises all over the place, or selling off franchises and having all these different buildings that suck up all the money, eXp is just one big brokerage. So what that means is we remain nimble, but also if you are an eXp agent and you pay your monthly dues to eXp or your monthly fee to eXp, If you're licensed in another state, if you're licensed in another country, you can do business in those other states and countries and areas without having to join another brokerage and pay additional fees. This is a very unique thing. One fee, one brokerage, and we all work together. And because we work in a cloud environment, and I'll show you that in just a minute, we take all of our classes online. We have all our support online, and it's fast and simple. You can work from anywhere. You can take a class while you're on vacation. You can take a class out on your boat. You can go into eXp World, that's what we call it, eXp World, and go into agent services and ask a question, go into accounting and ask a question. And we get our responses very quickly. Our state brokers and our state staff work in the world as well, so it's really easy to just pop in there and ask questions of our brokers and our staff. One of the things I hear from people too is that, especially with new agents, you want a company that has a lot of training. And I hear that sometimes that eXp, you're kind of on your own and there's no training. Well, this is really just not true. We have 50 hours a week of training. It is online, but it's live. It's interactive, and we get training from some of the best coaches in the business. Our top producers, they give back to the company by giving classes, sharing their secrets, sharing their secret sauce about how they got successful. So there is a ton of training available at eXp that if you want to take advantage of it. Like I said before, we are in 17 countries now. We started out, in the United States, obviously. We moved to Canada. Now we're spreading all over the world in several countries in Asia, South America, Australia, several countries in Europe, all over. So, like I said, we're growing. We have been growing. We're continuing to grow. We offer tons of training. We are, there's a lot of collaboration in this company, but I'm going to tell you now about the ways that we make money at eXp, because hardly anybody becomes a real estate agent to not make money, right? It's why you do it. So there are three main ways that eXp realtors make money. So the first one, of course, is commission. Now I want to stop here and say that's another thing I hear, not necessarily locally, but just in general, that eXp agents don't sell real estate. Well, here's some stats for you. We are attracting some of the biggest producers in the business because of our model. Nobody gets anything. The business could not grow if we weren't selling real estate. That is our prime directive. That is the most important thing we do, taking care of our clients. The fact that we work in the world to collaborate together doesn't change the way that we interact with our clients. We still do it the same way. We used to call it belly button to belly button. I don't know if they say that anymore. But we deal with our clients in the exact same way and give them the same service that we always have. But there are other, so we make commission, right? So the next way that we build our wealth at eXp is that we have stock opportunities to earn stock and to purchase stock. So the first way to purchase stock, so we call that the equity, those equity opportunities, right? So the first one is the Sustainable Equity Plan. And now these are awards that you get for reaching certain markers in your business. So every year when you have your first transaction, you get a little bit of stock. Every time you cap, you get stock. Every time you bring someone into the company and they have their first transaction, you get some stock. And those are stock awards that are given to you, put in your portfolio, and there's a 3-year vest on those. So you can use those after 3 years. The other way is something that everyone can participate in is our Agent Equity Program. And the Agent Equity Program is you have the option, you don't have to do it, to purchase stock at a 10% discount every month. So you just have it automatically 5% of your commission taken out of your check. They put it in your account. At the end of the month, they purchase stock at a 10% discount for you. And that just keeps growing and growing. It's, I gotta say, been a life changer for my family. The third way to earn stock in the company is, and I'll stop right here too. One of the main things that Glenn really wanted to do was to be able to offer stock to his brokers, right? But he really wanted to reward those agents, those high producing agents who really do build the business and bring in people and start teams and that sort of thing. So instead of just doing like an award, certificate or trophy or taking them out to dinner or whatever, he wanted to do something really meaningful. So the split at eXp is 80-20. Everybody's 80-20. 80% to you, 20% to the company until you cap, right? But if you're a high producing agent, you can get that the cap is $16,000. Sorry about that. You get that $16,000 back in the form of stock. So this has been a huge thing for so many people, and why not, right? It's just an amazing opportunity for large producers to really have a meaningful reward for the work that they do. And if you are a high producer and you want to learn more about that program, please just let me know. So the other way we make money, so we've got commission, we've got the shares or the equity plan. We also have a revenue share plan. This I find is one of the things that people are most confused about or have wrong information about this. The revenue share plan is the 80-20 split, right? 20% goes to the company. The company has dedicated themselves to giving back half of that revenue to the agents, right? And the way that they do that is if an agent brings somebody into the company, we sponsor someone, and that can be as easy as somebody saying, hey, I see you joined eXp. I want to join too. Great, come on. You sponsor somebody into the company, and you, for example, that's your first person, you get 3.5% of their commission until they cap. So as long as that agent is paying into that 80-20 split into the company, you get 3.5%. It's always the same. It's reliable. You know what you're going to get. It's simple, right? It gets a little bit more complicated because there are levels and that sort of thing. So here's a chart about the levels and what that might look like. Again, if you want to know more about this, please let me know. But this is a very different program than, say, a profit sharing program. A profit sharing program, some companies do that where after they take out all their expenses for their franchise or their market center or whatever they call it, and then they divvy up what's left over at the end, their profit, right? So some are more profitable than others, so you never know what you're going to get with that. But with this, it's always the same. It's always, whatever percentage it says on that chart, that's what you're going to get. And you can imagine some people really take advantage of this, and some people just do not. It's a very low percentage of agents, I don't want to quote a percentage, but a very low percentage of agents at eXp actually take advantage of this. So, I hear that all we do is recruit. Well, some people do. Most people don't. And most people are just happy to take care of their clients, sell real estate, and earn stock. So it's whatever you want to take advantage of. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about our eXp world. And here are some pictures of eXp world. I was going to get newer pictures for you guys, but it's Halloween right now. And, here, I'll show you one. They decorate for the holidays, so it's really dark in there. And it doesn't normally look like this. But they'll decorate for every holiday. It's pretty cute. So we work in the world. This is a world that has been developed, a virtual world that has been developed over the years with Verbella. Glenn and the leadership have worked with Dr. Alex Howland for many years to develop this world and make it scalable for the number of agents they want to be using this world in the future. This is where I was talking about we go in to talk to our state brokers. We go in to get help with different departments, with tech or whatever we need. And this is where we take a lot of our classes. Again, all the little avatars, there's a real person behind that. You can talk to them. I've talked to people from all over the world now in here. It's pretty fun. And so it's not a great mystery. It's just how we work. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit now about Clearwater advisors. And so Clearwater is the company that eXp has connected with to provide healthcare for our agents. So this has been such a huge thing for so many agents. I know that as I've been in the business for 15, 16 years, and for most of that time, it was just a given. You have to go find your own insurance, and it's expensive, right? So we have connected with Clearwater. One of the really cool things that Clearwater does, if you're considering joining eXp and you want to know about this benefit, the Clearwater advisor will meet with you, probably a Zoom call. I think it's a Zoom call. They'll meet with you even before you join eXp to talk about what the program is and if it's better than the one you're on and what it will cost and what it covers. It's just a fantastic newer option that they're providing to us. So some of the other things we get. So I'm just going to tell you really quick. I'm going to talk about this at the end. But to join eXp, it's only $149 to join, and then only $85 a month. That's it. Because we don't have, and there's no desk fees. There's no franchise fees. There's no hidden costs. That's just what it is. $85 a month, and then there's some fees when you have a transaction, but only when you have a transaction. So, and just a few, and I'll talk about that later. But for all of that, for $85 a month, I'm going to show you what else you get. So, one of the things we have is SkySlope. A lot of people have SkySlope, but our SkySlope I love it because we, put our documents, our transactions into SkySlope, and there are transaction coordinators and our state brokers and staff looking at that, whatever you put up there into SkySlope, to make sure it's correct, which is really great, and to help you with any questions that you have. The other thing we have is Workplace by Facebook. So it looks just like Facebook, but it's a closed system. And this is a really fantastic way for us to communicate with each other as agents. It's closed to the public, so we can share our beefs in there if we have issues, if we have problems, if we have really amazing things that are happening, if we just want to share, cheer each other on. And really, it's a fantastic way to get information. Like there's 67,000 agents. Somebody's already solved the problem that you're having. And so you can go in there and find out who can help you. The other amazing thing we have for $85 a month is we have KV Core. It's one of the most powerful CRM systems out there. If you're not familiar with the CRM system, it's how we manage our client information. It's how there's a free website on there. So it's how we manage leads, how we communicate with clients, how we just do a ton of different things. So if you want to know more about KV Core, let me know. But I think you can look it up and find out what's available. But it's a really fantastic integrated system that works with that free website that you get. It's a really great system. And of course, you get free branding and marketing. If you just want to market yourself as an eXp agent, there's tons of things. You just plug in your name and contact information and your little photo, and you're good to go. If you want to brand yourself, they are fantastic with that. They really support personal branding, team branding, as long as you're in compliance with the Department of Licensing in your state, and compliance with the eXp has some, requirements too, as far as using their branding. But for the most part, you can pretty much, brand yourself or not. Okay. Oh, and then eXp Enterprise. We have a one-stop shop where all of this stuff can be found on one website, which is really great. You can find all of these things that I've been talking about on one website. Plus, you can track your transactions. If you are bringing people into the company, you can track how they're doing. It's just a great one-stop shop. Again, everyone is, we're getting a lot of buzz. We keep winning awards. Really big top producers, well-known producers are joining us. Again, we're opening up in different countries all the time, so we get a lot of press from that and interest from that. But like I said, if you really want to know more, if you want to know if eXp is right for you, we should talk. Like I said, when you come into the company, eXp, you're brought in by someone who benefits from that relationship, right? So you want to make sure when you come into the company that you are being sponsored, or whoever's bringing you into the company is going to be there alongside you to help you, especially if you're a new agent. People really, there's a very low turnover rate at eXp. The only thing that people find difficult is when they join a company, and this is true for any company. It's a difficult business. But we are offering the opportunity to join a company and have someone sponsor you, and really take advantage of that. Make sure that your sponsor is someone who's going to work alongside you and help you. So again, 80-20 split, right? 80% to the company, 80% to you, 20% to the company, until a $16,000 cap. Again, everybody gets that unless you're on a team. That's a whole another story. After that, you earn 100% commission, with just a few fees tacked on for each transaction. We can talk about that. $149 to start, then $85 a month after that. That's it. So I hope that was helpful. I have a lot more to say. I would love to chat with you. Again, this is Sally Farrell, and I am with the Burgon Farrell team at eXp Realty in Bellingham, Washington. And my contact information is below. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.